And I don't know if I've been here more times than people, but I've been here many times. So, I've been reading this book lately. It's called The Book of Joy. Do we have a picture of that?
No.
No, really?
No.
Huh. Well, imagine the Book of Joy. On the front of the Book of Joy that I'm holding up for you right now, there's a picture of the Dalai Lama, who is the spiritual leader of the exiled people of Tibet. Do you see him on this side of the picture? Okay. Kind of a short fellow with always wearing a robe, and he's kind of bald. Now, on the other side of the picture, this side here, there's a picture of Bishop Desmond Tutu. He is an Episcopal bishop of South Africa. You see him over here? Okay. He always wears like a purple shirt with a little funny collar on it. Sometimes the whole collar goes around, sometimes it's just a little collar. In this picture, it's just a little square collar. You see that? Purple shirt. That he's in the purple shirt on this side. Right? Anyway, so this book, The Book of Joy, is about a meeting that took place between these two men, the Dalai Lama and Bishop Desmond Tutu. They might have lives we could describe as tumultuous. Both men have passed through great challenges in their lives, and yet they exude an amazing amount of joy and compassion. In this book, they talk with one another about joy, about happiness, and a number of other things. I commend the book to you. It's called The Book of Joy. Very good. So in their conversation, at one point, the Dalai Lama talks about a Tibetan saying that I think helps to describe what Leadership Lab is all about. It goes this way. Wherever you have friends, that is your country. And wherever you receive love, that is your home. As you might imagine, I have many friends in a lot of places. In St. Louis and in Chicago, in Illinois and Missouri and Kansas and Idaho and Indiana and Michigan. Minnesota, you too. They come, these people who are my friends, they come from all kinds of backgrounds and all kinds of circumstances. And I have to say that here at Leadership Lab, I have been blessed. I have been overwhelmingly blessed with more than friends. More than friends. I have always known it ever since the very first time that I came here. I've known people here who just love me. People who know me. People who endure me. People who forgive me. My faults and my failings. People who are patient with me. People who are honest with me. People who challenge me to be my best self. They do it. Do you know why? No. Why, Pastor Roy? Well, let me tell you. Would you like me to tell you? Okay. The reason that these people love me and forgive me and are patient with me and challenge me and encourage me to be my best self, they do this because we share a Lord and a Savior here in this place. We share Jesus, yes? Amen? Hallelujah? Praise God? Yes. We share Jesus here in this place unapologetically, enthusiastically, passionately, loudly. Yes? That wasn't that loud. Yes? That's what I thought. People here love me because Jesus is alive here. Yes? People love me here because we share the name of Jesus here. Yes? So by the definition of that Tibetan saying, this place, Leadership Lab, is home for me because people love me here. So this has been our prayer. This has been our prayer all the last 51 weeks since last year. This has been our prayer, this has been our plan, this has been our hope that this week, Leadership Lab will be home for everyone who is here. That you will find that you are loved here. You will find that people are patient with you here. You will find that there are people who are honest with you here. That you will find that there are people here who will encourage you to be your best self because they love you. They love you the best they can. They love you, hopefully, because God lives here, yes? Because God's love reigns here, yes? Because we want to and we will try to love one another as Jesus has loved us. Yes? So everyone here will receive love, I pray. And everyone here will find a home. Welcome home. Let's pray. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for Amen. So a couple things to get us ready for this week. We will be spending a lot of time talking about Abraham and Sarah. So let's do a quick review. How many of you heard of Abraham and Sarah? Yes? All right. We can find the stories of Abraham and Sarah in the book of Genesis, chapter 12 to about chapter 23. What chapters? What book? How would you find the book of Genesis? It's on the left side or the right side? It's on the left side. When you open your Bible, it's in the beginning. The name of Genesis means beginning. So it's the first book, beginning of the Bible. Abraham and Sarah are known by, each of them, they're known by two names. Did you know that? Abraham is known as Abram and Abraham. Everybody say? Abram and Abraham. And Sarah is known as Sarai and Sarah. Sarai and Sarah. So it can be kind of confusing. I'm going to always refer to them as Abraham and Sarah. Okay? Right. What else? Well, see, Abraham and Sarah, they're on this journey that gets started because God speaks. God says to Abraham and to Sarah, "Go, I will show you." Everybody? I was talking to the staff last night. It seems to me that we could probably add a word. That the go part really is you go. Right? You, Abraham. You, Sarah. You, Tom. You, Kelly. Right? You, Blake. Go. Right? You go. Not the car. You go. Okay. That was handshake going on in this you go, I will. We could focus a lot on the Abraham and the Sarah going. It seems to be the most important thing that's happening in this journey of Abraham and Sarah is the fact that God is showing them where to go and how to go. Right? So you go this week through Leadership Lab. You go into your small groups. You go. And God says, I will go with you. I will be with you. I will be in those conversations. I will be with you and for you and around you. So as Abraham and Sarah, they go as faithfully as they can go, following God's direction and waiting for God's promises to come and dreaming what those might look like and wishing they would come sooner. Sometimes Abraham and Sarah sort of twist and manipulate things in their lives so that they will work out the way they think God wants things to work out. Right? They don't always do it the way God intends, sort of like us. Right? Sometimes we think we know best, yes? How many of you think you know best? Okay, let me go again. When your parents say to you, I would like you to do this kind of thing, and you say to yourself, have you ever thought to yourself, no, I don't think I want to do that. Okay, so how many of you think to yourself, well, I know that God wants me to live this way, but I think I know best. Really? Your parents say, do this, and you say, I know best, yes? How many? My mom's 95 years old, and I still know better than her. Okay, and most of the time, I should say most of the time, a lot of times, I think I know better than God, too. Yes? Okay, the rest of you are just lying. Okay, we're working on that. We'll work on that this week. But there they are, kind of manipulating, kind of twisting the narrative. But always do Abraham and Sarah turn and return to God. Maybe you've heard the phrase, life is a journey. Well, it's certainly true. And so this week we're going to spend some time thinking about this life and this journey of Abraham and Sarah and see how God leading them might help us to understand how God leads us. Okay? Abraham and Sarah, Genesis 12 through 23. Okay? You could go tonight just before you drop off to sleep. Do this for me. First, for about 45 seconds, run in place. Everybody stand up, run in place. Is you've gotten your blood flowing and your oxygen getting into your bloodstream, and all of that really great oxygen is now up in your brain. And your brain is going, and whatever happens in the next 3 minutes will really be remembered because your brain is just going like crazy. And we're going to stuff some stuff into your brain. And there's so much oxygen in there, it's going, give me information. So, before it all wears off, the word in Hebrew, so tonight, run for 45 seconds. Read a chapter in Genesis 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. One of them, just one. It won't take you more than 3 minutes. And all that stuff is going to go in here. Yes, I know that. Okay, now, while I still have a minute and a half of your brain going, here we go. The word in Hebrew is zedek. Everybody say zedek. 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 It is translated righteousness. Everybody say righteousness. Zedek. Righteousness. Righteousness. Zedek. So you all know what the word righteousness means? Say, kind of, Pastor Roy. So let me ask you, can this microphone be righteous? Really? Because most people think a thing, when something is righteous, it's doing the right thing, right? If you're righteous, you're doing the right thing. Can this microphone do anything? This microphone is a thing, yes? How can it be righteous? How can it be zedek? How can it do anything? It doesn't do anything. It just... And by the way, if you ever have a microphone in your hand and you say something really, really spectacular, do not ever do that. Because, by the way, this, when you drop it, doesn't work anymore. Right? So, a microphone, this microphone is righteous, and here's why. Because the word zedek means as it was intended. What is the intention of the creator of this microphone? So, if you go like this, you can hear my voice. So the designer of this microphone intended that you would be able to hear my voice, even if I'm whispering. So this microphone is... Right? Now, when you take the microphone after you've said something quite brilliant, and you think you are done talking, and you go, whoop, and it bounces off the concrete floor, now, it's not that. It's broken. Right? It is no longer able to do or be what it was meant to be. Correct? So the microphone is then unrighteous. Now, there are sometimes unrighteous uses of righteous things. Like if I take this microphone and beat you in the face. Wouldn't you say that that was the intention for this microphone? So we can use righteous things unrighteously. Now, I think the way the Bible uses the word righteous is this. It says in the 15th chapter, Abraham trusted God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. That Abraham trusted God, that when God said go, Abraham said, I'm going to trust you, God. I'm going to have faith in what you promise. I'm going to base my life and my future on the words that you give me. That's what the Bible means when it says Abraham was righteous. He was righteous in his relationship with God when he was trusting God. Yeah? And when he was hoping in God and in God's word to him. He was righteous as he was living together with Sarah and going and hoping and looking and not always seeing and not always knowing. Abraham's righteousness has to do with the relationship that he's living inside. So, this week we're going to explore the trust of Abraham and Sarah. This week we're going to explore the faith of Abraham and Sarah. The hope of Abraham and Sarah. And see what that might mean for us inside of our relationship with God and our relationship with one another. and our relationship with the world that's around us. Because God calls us in the very same way. God says, you go. You go into this week trusting that I'm going to be with you. You go into this week hoping that the things that you have brought with you, those hurts and those burdens and those hard things, that those things will be shared and carried by the people that you're going to be with. And that God will help you with those things. I know that there are some people here who are they're wrecked, they're broken because someone so dear to them has died. It's so fresh and it's so painful. And those that I know who are experiencing that hurt and that grief, I think God is sending me. Go, Roy, and I will care for you. You go, Roy, into their lives and remind them of the resurrection of Jesus and the promise of resurrection for their loved ones. You go, Roy. And so I'm going to trust that God is going to go into your life through me. I'm going to trust that God is going to go into your life through the people in this band. I'm going to trust that God will go into your life through the people who are your small group leaders. And I know that's going to be the case. This is going to be a good week. This is going to be home week. And our lives will be put to use, a righteous use by God. So, let's trust, Let's trust that God will go with us all week, yes? Let's trust that God is filling our relationships and our conversations and our singing and our praying and our growing and our becoming and our dancing and our spinning around and our shouting and our silence and our listening and our hugging, that God will be there with a sustaining spirit. Let's trust that God is making a home for us here. Yes? Yes. Here we go. Here we go. God is going to show us a way. And so we offer God our hearts. We offer God our worship, not just in the times we're here together, but let's worship God and be for God and go with God